think it's time to get ready for our lesson for today. Am I all set up? Am I all set up? There we go. Smartphone beach photography tips for the summer. Are y'all ready to learn something today? It is photography. It is Tip Tuesday. It is Tip Tuesday. I'm going to move away and get our little beta off the screen. It is Tip Tuesday. And the topic is smartphone beach photography tips for summer. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Elevate your creative beach photos. Unlock the power of taking summertime beach photographs. Yes, it's summertime, y'all. Summertime, 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 summertime. Summertime. Okay, that's enough singing. Number one. The golden hour is your best friend. And you know what I say all the time is, I say all the time, if you have to take pictures of someone that's probably not so good looking, I know beauty's in the eyes of the eyes of the beholder, but some of us are challenged. You know, some of us are physically challenged. So there's a running joke in the photography community. Everybody looks good to sunset, golden hour glow. Everybody looks good during the golden hour. You want to take pictures of your family, the friends, the good-looking folks, the people that are not so good-looking. Everybody's good-looking at the golden hour. Take photos during the golden hour. Now, what is the golden hour? The golden hour is that 1 hour before the sun sets. That means that changes every day because the sun sets every day at a different time. Right? So what you do is you say the sun sets at, we're here in New York City right now. We are setting at 8, I think it's 8:28 right now. We were at 8:30. Now we're at 8:28. So now we're setting at 8:28. So that means at 7:28, get those cameras out. If you're at the beach, right? Get those cameras out at 7:28. Getting ready. Get yourself ready at 7:15. Today, if you're going to shoot on the beach in New York, sunsets and sunrises are the golden hour. So the hour after the sun rises and the hour after the hour before the sun sets. Here we go. When to shoot. Aim for early morning or late afternoon golden hour for soft, warm lighting and long shadows. Why? Because the midday sun can be harsh and cause overexposure or unflattering shadows. Remember that. Now, New York City is a different beast because some photos can be shot in the summertime, but you know, we have a lot of tall. If you go to Coney Island, there's still some structures that are tall enough along the beach to cast shadows so that way you can be in the shadow and take great shots. But for the most part, wait for the golden hour because that sun, when it's beaming down on the beach on top of you, it makes the bags look even baggier and it makes the lines more exaggerated. So wait for the golden hour. I see. Am I getting some comments in there? And if you have any questions, just put a Q, and then your question. Yeah, that's how we do it. Put a Q, and then your question. If you have a question along the way, do that. Until last summer, August normally has a lot of hurricanes. Wishing you a safe and hurricane-free vacation. Okay, there we go. Moving right along. Here we go. Next. Number 2, use the rule of thirds. We talk about that all the time. If you don't understand what the rule of thirds are, we won't go into depth today, but just go into the Google machine and say, show me photos of the rule of thirds. Or you can use your chat GPT or your Copilot or whatever other AI device you're using and say to it, show me photos or show me or teach me about the rule of thirds. We know how that roll goes. 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, and 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 3 planes, and then 3 going down. 1, 2, 3. There you go. It's like a, it's a grid. That's how we talk about the grid. Use your grid on your phone. Use your smartphone grid. Turn on the grid. It automatically puts your phone in the rule of thirds for composition. Here we go. How? Turn on the grid in your camera settings. Why? Placing the horizon on the top or bottom third makes your beach shots more dynamic. Do not, I should say, I'm suggesting, do not put the horizon in the middle of your frame, right? One of the things you learn in film is to take your composition and bring your subject either to the top of the third or the bottom line of the third. You heard me? The horizon. That horizon at the beach on the water, bring it up to the the top third or the bottom third. Not in the middle. You look like an amateur if you put it in the middle. Oh, Leroy says, question, talk to us about backlighting and exposure composition on your mobile devices. Yes, you know how we do that, right? Make sure for most of us, when you have that little square, remember we talked about how you focus on your mobile phone, your smartphone. When you touch it, it focuses. Wherever you touch it on the screen, it's going to focus. But if you hold it down just a brief moment, you're going to see a little light bulb, and you can slide that little slider up and down to give you the correct exposure. Okay, guys? Look for that. Tap it, hold it just slightly a bit, and slide it up and down, and it will give you the exposure that you like. Good question, Leroy, and good statement. Nice one. Oh, I'm always bringing the extra lights. G says, I love outdoor sessions, but I'm always bringing the extra light to get that pop. Yes. Yes. There's something to be said about also when you get that golden hour glow, and then you happen to whip out that wonderful flash. It can be quite complimentary. It just gives a little bit more movie starish feel to it, right? You get that nice soft flash. You have a flash on your phone and take the picture, and then have the sun, the setting sun, behind the subject or slightly behind the subject. So that way you can use the flash, and now it's going to look really beautiful. Okay, placing the horizon on the top or bottom third makes your beach shots more dynamic. Next one, number 3, protect your lens. Oh, I can't tell you how much you need to do that. Tips: wipe your lens. I always got them in my back pocket. They're always around. You know what I've said. Just walk into any eyeglass store and say, do you have a lens cleaner? Like a little micro micro, what do you call it? Micro lens. What do we call this thing? Microfiber. Right. And then there you go. Take these so you can clean your lens. I always tell people, they say, Ron, could you take my picture? I said, did you clean your lens? No, I didn't think I had to. Clean your lens. The first thing of all is to clean your lens. But not only that, but protect your lens. So here we go. Tip: wipe your lens soft. I'm sorry, wipe your lens often. Sand, salt, and sunscreen can smudge it. So also, a lot of photographers, we keep like little sprayers, like a water or a balance of water and alcohol in our bags so we can spray, because there's a lot of mist in the air when you're at the beach. So wipe your lens all the time, right? Wipe your lens all the time, because you'll begin to see the lens attracts all of that moist water coming off the shoreline. Number 2, bonus tip: use a Ziploc bag or waterproof pouch to protect your phone. They even have in places like the Container Store, I do believe in Walmart and one of these other companies, that you can buy pouches for your camera. So when you go to the beach, put your camera in the pouch. But if you don't want to spend a lot of money, the Ziploc bag will do. The Ziploc bag will do. Okay, I see in here. I see G says, I love outdoors. Okay, I got that. Lisa says, sure. So look, I see that. Okay. And Lisa says, I love the golden hour at the beach. You can see the sunset to the right and the moon to the left. So amazing. That's how you do it at the beach. The beach is the best in the evenings. I don't know why people go in the middle of the day. I don't know why they do it. It's torture to be on the beach in the middle of the day. See here, credits free, man. I see. Okay, I'm looking through your here. It's going to rain. Okay, got that. Okay, now we're caught up. Okay, next. Let's go to the next slide. Next slide. The next, number 4. Play with reflections. Where? Look for wet sand or tide pools or sunglasses. Or if your friend has a phone and you have a phone, like you're getting ready to take the picture, and you take their shiny surface and then take the lens and put it just slightly on that little sliding place right there, and then you'll get a reflection. Obviously, I got a screensaver on this one, but if they just had this one right here with the shiny surface, and then you take the picture, there's a reflection that's going to happen off of the phone that you're using of your friends, your best friend's phone, and then you take the picture and you're going to get a nice reflection. But if you that's the creative way. But you can also, again, look for the puddles. You look for those puddles on the beach. Look for the puddles where there's water just sitting, and then take pictures and watch the reflections come off of the subject. I should say your subject and the reflections in the water. Okay, those are good tips, y'all. Take it down. Let's see here. Wait. Oh, okay. Moving right along. You guys are having a conversation in there. Lisa, stay focused. Number 5, use HDR mode. Now, we always tell you not to use HDR too often. Well, in this case, on the beach, use your HDR mode. You can cut it on or cut it off on most modern phones. When? For scenes with bright skies and dark shadows, right? For scenes with bright skies and dark shadows. The reason why we know HDR takes multiple photos at the time at one time. It's like and it's like taking pictures of the highs and the lows, and then it marries them so you don't have to. Why? HDR balances exposures and brings out details in both highlights and shadows. The computer does the work. So when you're on the beach, don't be afraid to use the HDR mode. It is recommended, highly recommended. Use the HDR mode. Yes, focus in this classroom. You guys are out of control. Number six. Number six. And you know how I feel about this. I say this all the time. I am always preaching this. Get low or go high. Get low or go high. Everyone takes pictures from regular height, right? From eye to eye, from nose to nose. Be a photographer. Why? Unique angles make your photo stand out. Take a picture from above. Get on the ground. Take a picture from below. Take it from an angle. Go to the side. Make your photos interesting. Make your photos interesting. G says, oh, let me get there. G says, I just realized I don't use my phone for images on the beach. Maybe for my drinks, but that's about it. No, your smartphone takes amazing photos on the beach. Amazing photos on the beach. Leroy's in the building. This is what happens when you got photographers in the building. He says, question, Ron, how do you get so low? My God, my guy, get low, get low. I've learned to crotch low. I've learned to just get low. That's right. Spread the feet apart like you get ready to do your squats for your weightlifting, and just squat low, and then take that phone and give it just a slight angle where you still can see it, and then you take the shot. Pop, and you got it. Get low, get low, get low, and go high. Get low and go high. Okay. Good question, mister. Good question, Leroy. Leroy is in the building. Okay, next one. 7. Capture movement. Ideas. Waves crashing. Footprints in the sand. Kids jumping. Here's a tip. Use burst mode to catch the perfect moment. You've heard me say this before. You heard me say this before. Movement tells a good story when you can get movement. And how you do it is in burst mode. Most Androids have it. Someone mentioned it to me that there is a mode in the Apple phone to do it. I haven't discovered it yet, but burst mode is a saving grace, because when things are moving fast and your shutter can't keep up, but your burst mode shutter can. And then what it does, it takes usually about 20 frames per second or 24 frames per second. Sometimes you can get some phones that do 30 frames per second. And what it does, as you click on that button, you hold it down, it goes and it's taking all those photos. Oh, there is, Lisa? I haven't discovered it yet. I'm new to the iPhone world. But yes, you hold that button down. And then what you do, this is what we do when we travel photographers, when you use your smartphones. Then we go back over all those photos in that frame. It says, it'll say 20 frames or 24 frames, 30 frames. And then you go over each one. And out of all of them, you're going to have 1 or 2 that are perfect, perfectly captured, no blurs, and they look beautiful. But here's another little lesson I learned from a photographer, my photographer tour guide when I was in South Carolina. Make use of your shore, because remember, as the sun is going down, if you're up in the morning getting the beautiful colors of the dawn, or you're getting the beautiful colors of the sunset, here's a nice trick. Now what you do is you take your phone, if you have professional mode, you take it and you put it on a slow shutter speed, and you focus, you put your ISO at 100 or wherever is needed. And what you do is, it's like painting. So what you do is you put your focus point on the horizon, remember, on either the third or the upper, but usually on the bottom third, and you do this in slow shutter speed. Just go back and forth like this in shutter speed, right? Do that, shutter speed. And what you end up doing is get these beautiful abstract art from your camera. So you'll get these beautiful lines of color, like you'll see the oranges move into the pinks, and the pinks into the purple, and then the purples into the blue. Yes, just put your phone in if you have professional mode, put your shutter speed on slow, focus on the horizon, right? You can, right? Remember, we put your finger on, press to the horizon, and just do this back and forth, back and forth. And you will get some amazing, beautiful, abstract photos. Okay, let's see what you got. What are you guys saying in there? I see. Oh, Leroy says, and this is from another photographer, y'all. You know, it's hard. I mean, my hardest thing is sharing tips when I got other photographers in the room, because, you know, photographers don't play. They will let you know you are not telling the truth. They will say, Ron, I don't think so. So Leroy says, love this presentation. You are the best. Miss G says, Ron, I'm hosting sessions and recording on the beach. I like the smartphone, but it's not my tool of choice. Well, it can be an extra tool if you choose. It's just a good tool. That smartphone is more than you know. It can do a lot of things. Anthony Rowland says, the best way to get low is to flip your phone upside down. Yes. 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 Can I just wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. Antonio says it. The best way to get low is to flip your phone upside down. That's another way we do it. In photography, we flip it upside down. Then your button is on the top, because, you know, you can mostly move your little button, and you can get low and shoot. Yes, you can get a better angle because you got more leverage, but you can still see the button. Thank you, Anthony. That was good. That's what happens when the community is learning. We're in this together. There we go. There we go. I got an action camera that says, Lyra says, I got an action camera, the Instant 360. Oh, I have one too, the Instant 360. I love mine. Goes 3 seconds. It is about the size of your thumb. Amazing for angles. Oh, yes. Yes, I see you guys. Dr. Tachi says, fantastic tips. Fantastic tips. Shannon says, I love this. I have taken many pictures with all kinds of cameras and my phone for years, but now you're about to take photos in a different way, and you're going to be like, wow, these tips are beautiful. They work. They work. Next, minimalism works. Minimalism works. Look for a single shell, a lone beach chair, or footprints, and create a photo that way. And you'd be surprised. You can take that photo and put it on your wall. Like you see how I have here, just slightly covered here, the feet. Like you can have the father or the mom and the child in the middle, like the footprints. Then step out and then take the picture, and it's the footprints of you and your child, of your or your wife and the child, your spouse and the child, or the dog. Why? Simplicity can be powerful in beach photography. Simplicity is beauty. That's what I say in interiors. As an interior designer, I tell all my clients, simplicity is beauty. Simplicity is beauty. Simplicity can be powerful in beach photography. Look for the lone umbrella. Look for the lone Coast Guard chair, right? And use your rule of thirds. Bring the Coast Guard chair into the last quarter, the last third of your frame, and then let the ocean and the skyline go far to the left. That's how you do it. Minimalism works at the beach. And number 9, edit lightly. Snap, you know our apps in this community. Apps like Snapseed, free, Lightroom mobile, or your phone's built-in editor. Tip: adjust brightness, contrast, and warmth. Don't overdo filters. Don't overdo filters. Use the bright and use your contrast, and just softly make your adjustments. There you go. Anthony says, I love my phone for street photography. I'm hiding in plain sight because everyone has their phones out. Same here for Anthony. I take great street shots with my smartphone. I think we're here. We're near the end, y'all. We're here, the last one. At the end of the day, you wonderful photographers out there, tell a story. Tell a story. A series of shots showing arrival, beach setup, fun moments, and the sunset. Why? Storytelling adds emotion and context to your photos. So when you go out to the beach today, tomorrow, during the summer, go out with intent. Go to the beach with intent. Say, I'm going to document the day at the beach. I'm going to take pictures of us arriving, getting out the car, taking the umbrellas, going to the food stand, and make a story worth sharing and celebrating. Don't just do random shots. Tell a story. Take your camera out, your smartphone, or your big camera. My big camera's in the bag. Take your camera out and tell a story from the moment you arrive at the beach to the moment you leave. And I guarantee you, your beach day is going to be that much more fabulous. That much more fabulous. This summer, what kind of beach photos will you capture? What kind of beach photos will you capture? There you have it. There you have it. Did anyone learn anything today? Did you learn anything today? Did you learn anything? Oh, if you did, put it in the chat. Put it in the comment box. Or just simply say, I did. I learned something. I learned something. And if you're new to the building, if you're new to the community, make sure you hit the likes. And I'm going to share. Join my email list today. Just go to ronlouisphotos.com. Just click on that, and you'll see right there the newsletter banner will pop up, and just sign up for our newsletter. I don't send random stuff. I send things that are important. Next, if you are looking for an event photographer, that is me. I photograph corporate events, and family events, and neighborhood events, and all that good stuff. Events. And also for the wonderful photojournalists, news events. I photograph events. That's what I do. That's what I do. And I do a little headshots in there, but I really love my event photography. Event photography. And if you are a part of the Patreon community, I just want to say thank you, Patreon members. Your support helps us create amazing content. Because of you supporting this platform through Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, just go to patreon.com, put in Ron Lewis Photos, or go to the link above. You see the Linktree link above, or in the description, or on the description of the bio, and Instagram, or here on YouTube. Click on the link, and right there it says Patreon, right at the top of the Linktree. Okay? And also want to give a shout out to my buddy and friend, and her company's coming out. We're getting closer to some dates. Rolling Clouds is a cigar company. And so stay tuned for Rolling Clouds. They will be on the market soon. Okay, I think we got it all. Any questions? Any last questions? Shannon says, absolutely. We're here every Tuesday for Tip Tuesday. We're here every day for Touch Base Daily. We're here Monday through Friday. Mondays is Motivation Monday. Tuesdays is Tip Tuesdays. Wednesdays is Water Cooler Wednesday or Wisdom Wednesday when we interview photographers. And Thursday is Trend Watch Thursday, where we sit down and we talk about the trends that are in the news. And then Friday is our wonderful Focus Friday, where we focus on social media that inspires, encourages, and inform. Okay. G says, my intent for my beach visit is to get bronzed and enjoy a cocktail or two. I may get an image in. See, she's talking like a photographer. Photographers, they look at the beach differently. She ain't going there to be the photographer. She's escaping her photography. Oh gosh almighty. Love you guys. Lisa says, so tomorrow are we going to talk about how the Republicans said no to Epstein files? We could. Tomorrow's water cooler conversation. That's what we could talk about. We could talk about that tomorrow. Yes, indeed, we can. Okay, guys, it was great having you. Great hanging out with you all. But I got to let you guys go. I got editing to do. I got work to do. And you do too. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being a part of this community. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Later. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.